Hey guys, and welcome to episode 21 of Break Time. I'm Alex.
I'm Eman. Did you press record?
Yes.
Okay, I don't recall you right. I don't recall you pressing
now I'm
record.
gonna check. I swear I pressed record because we're recording.
I'm sure you did.
Yeah, we've been recording.
All right, cool,
We're all
sweet.
All set. Okay. So thank you very much for tuning into this episode of Break Time. We've got, I don't know if our visual viewers are able to tell, but we've gotten a few new equipment pieces that help us kind of see more of the set, kind of help us have more of a full setup. So really excited about it. It's looking real good. But I guess we'll just go right into it. Eman, it's been about a week.
Wow, it's been a fucking week.
Yeah.
Wow.
So what have you been up to in that time?
Canelo fight.
Oh yeah, I read about that. Who won? Mayweather?
You read about it? Jesus Christ.
Who won? Mayweather?
Yeah, he got it, dude.
I read about it. Yeah, I read about it.
The Canelo fight. Yeah, it was really good.
Sounds
it was
old of me.
I know, right? Yeah, I read about that.
I read about it. It was right after
the radio.
Yeah, right after the God damn it. Right after the column page.
No, but we had the Canelo fight, and that was fun. That was a weird night in itself. We expected just to go to Twin Peaks and just watch the fight as we always do, but Twin Peaks does this shit occasionally where you got to be 21 to get into certain events, like the fight. And it's only like select fights that are really big, I guess. But so we ended up going to my boy Caleb's house. His uncle was watching the fight.
That's probably just because they want people that are there to buy beer.
Definitely. Yeah. That's definitely why they want to get as much money as possible. So we went to my boy Caleb's house. He was watching the fight. His uncle ordered it.
How much was that fight? Do you know?
75 or 60 or something.
Wasn't like the other one like $100?
Yeah, $100. Okay. Biggest fight in combat sports history. But yeah, man, and it was really weird because we ended up that night like boxing each other.
What?
This is Caleb, man. Caleb, I love you, but he's been talking shit since like middle school, and he can beat up Isaac, right? So the fight's over. We're all talking, and we saw a fight. It's a bunch of dudes, right? So we're kind of like,
we
testosterone.
Men fight.
Yeah, right. Unfortunately, so Caleb starts talking shit. I don't know what happened. I think we all started talking shit, and Caleb's cousin.
Wasps.
What's up?
I'm getting pulls out his wasps.
Right. Caleb's cousin disappears, right? Dude comes back with a fucking machine gun, shoots Caleb in the face. I'm just kidding. He comes back with 2 pairs of gloves, right? He just disappears, comes back with 2 pairs of gloves, doesn't say a fucking word. This is the most gangster shit I've seen all day. Comes back, he's like, Caleb, you take these? Caleb's like, huh? He has a pair of boxing gloves. Then he has his uncle a pair of boxing gloves, and we're just sitting there like, fuck, we can't talk any more shit now. We gotta back it up.
Yeah.
And they were still going like, fuck, we'll go outside and we'll box it out then.
Holy shit. Who won?
Hold on. So we get out there, right? Caleb's uncle, funny ass dude, man. I forgot his name, but he was a little tipsy, right? A little tipsy. So we starts boxing Caleb, and they're kind of light boxing.
Yeah. But
Caleb, this dude, he's a rather small guy, and his uncle has like 100 pounds on him. He's a bigger dude. So they're light boxing. He's getting the better of Caleb, and 3 minutes runs down, and the uncle wins, and it was cool. And we're kind of just sitting there like, fuck, who next? And so they had me the gloves. And they were like, come on, man, you next. I was like, fuck.
Wait, so who won?
Caleb's uncle.
Oh, okay.
Caleb's uncle, yeah.
Oh, because Caleb's a bitch. So.
Well,
No. Caleb's a bitch.
Damn, dude. Watch his cousin come in the room with boxing gloves.
He just walks in, throws some boxing gloves on me, and Caleb's just behind him.
No, but so they hand me the gloves. They're like, all right, bro, your turn. I was like, fuck, look, I'm a sales dude. I got work tomorrow. I can't go to work with a black guy. I'll do body shots, but I can't do face shots. And so we glove up. I say, put a minute on the clock. Let's do it for a fucking minute all out. And so we Caleb and I get situated. Caleb wanted to go again. He just fought his uncle, and he wants to go after me. And so
now he wants to win against somebody.
He wants to win, right? I guess so. And so we're going.
You don't just take the L and go like, oh, I'm done.
I know.
Your ego kicks in. You're like, oh, I gotta do something.
And so, we're duking it out, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I beat the shit out of him.
I like how you made sure you added that in. It wasn't just like, oh yeah, it was fun. We had a good spar. It was, I beat the shit out of him. I won. Well, you're trained to box. So.
Yeah, I did. That's what I'm saying. I don't know why. He talks shit about Isaac. Isaac and I both trained at the same time in boxing. And around the time we started training,
Isaac fight?
we sparred.
Who do you think would win?
It's always 50-50. He's a damn good inside fighter. I'm a really good outside fighter. So it's always 50-50.
I think he would probably win.
I don't know, man.
If he's good inside, all he has to do is get within your reach and just...
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I think, but I'm sure like you could do something. But I'm just saying, just off that alone, I think he would have an advantage over you.
I don't want to say...
Because he could just get in... He could get in your box and he could just kind of screw you up.
Yeah, it's really hard to really know how to use your range. But it's always 50-50, man, whenever we spar. So, I don't know. We're going to join a boxing gym pretty soon, so we'll spar then.
Yeah. At 1 million subscribers, Eman will fight Isaac.
Shit, we're going to be 80?
Nah, swing, Eman.
Guess we're never going to spar.
Yeah, swing, Eman. Isaac's been dead for 10 years, Alex. Just hit the grave. Hit the tombstone. So what else?
Jinx, you owe me a soda, bro.
Dang.
You owe me a soda, bro.
His cousin just walks in and hands me a soda.
Doesn't say a word. Here, take these.
He's just that cool guy. He just walks in and hands you exactly what you need at the moment.
I swear, that night, I don't even know his cousin. I've seen him before. We shot guns with his cousin. In my knowing of his cousin, we've hung out twice. Mm-hmm. He said about 10 words. And our entire time of me knowing him, like he just doesn't talk. But he's
like
about
John
that action,
Redcorn or something. I'm gonna be super racist when I say this. Corn bad and don't eat. Okay.
Wait, what?
Corn bad, don't eat.
I know, right? But yeah, and then I think last Saturday, went to Twin Peaks, met a nice lady there, had a little date, and
right.
that was cool. And now I'm here. That was yesterday. I'm here, man.
All right. I thought you said that was Saturday.
We met Saturday.
Oh, okay. And
What's today? Wednesday?
Today's Wednesday.
Yeah, we met Saturday. Went out yesterday.
That's cool.
And yeah,
That's
man.
What did y'all go out to do? Like
just ate.
Just ate, no movie or anything.
Now we're gonna see a movie, but
I always feel like movies are a bad first
date. Terrible first date.
Like I think that's like, I mean, I guess like when you're younger, one of the only things you can do, especially before you have a mode of transportation and you're dating people, is go to the movies.
Yeah,
that's
you can't
all
go to a pool hall. You can't go to a bar. You can't. I mean, it's bowling.
Yeah,
but who the fuck likes bowling?
Yeah.
But
like no, like when we were younger, I know like a big thing was like, oh, take your girlfriend to the movies and stuff. But you think about it now, like.
But it was always dinner and a movie because remember Taco Cabana was in the same parking lot.
We'd always walk. It was always Taco Cabana. It wasn't Chili's or anything. We're on a budget.
Hell yeah. Still gotta buy your movie ticket, biatch.
But yeah, no, like when you're younger, which might sound stupid to some people, but like I mean, it happened. When you're younger and you're dating people, the movie thing. But that doesn't do anything. Like you don't get to know anyone like that because you literally just sit down and watch a movie. Yeah,
just in each other's vicinity. It's so weird. That was the mistake I made when I was dating a girl. Before this one, that's so weird saying that.
Before this one,
it's like a sleaze bag.
Yeah,
but yeah, we went to see
girl
Power
number
Rangers.
273.
We went to see Power Rangers, and that was the first date.
Which is a good cheesy movie.
Yeah, on her request, which was the coolest shit.
Oh really?
Yeah, but
that was the first date.
The first date, dude.
I feel like that's a good maybe third date. Because here's
when
my thing.
When you already know each other.
Well, here's my thing. I feel like when you do the first date, it needs to be like a dinner or something. Mm-hmm. Like it needs to be like just dinner, maybe talk, maybe go walk around, a bookstore or something where you can just talk and jack around. Second date, something like main event where you can go play pool, maybe bowl. Do something where you're more interactive with each other. Third date, go watch the movie. Yeah. Because that's when you can do the thing where y'all both know each other enough, you're comfortable around each other, you're engaged in the movie so you can't talk. So that's usually the time when, you do the whole then you're holding hands or whatever during the movie. That's kind of where that kind of shit happens. At least
you can be holding hands well before that point.
No, I know that, but I'm saying that's where it becomes more intimate because that's the only thing you're doing. You're not talking or anything. At least that's how I see
that's
it.
When Yeah.
Oh, laptop fire stopped.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
This has happened 3 times, maybe 2 in break time history, bro.
So
that makes no sense. It's not even possible.
But we gotta pay royalties to this guy filling that fire for 4 hours.
Dude.
Fuck. Yeah, no, I don't know. That's how I feel, but
I don't see movies being just a good date at all. Just going to the movies, I don't see it being a good date at all in any scenario.
I feel like it's something where I'll be honest, it's something that I feel like couples do when you're a couple. Exactly. When you're not dating anymore.
Exactly.
If it's hey, I want to go see this movie, you want to go see this movie, let's go do it together. Or hey, you want to do something together, let's go see this movie. Because you already know each other well enough, you just want to spend time together or whatever. Mm-hmm. That's a good one, God, the first time, because we're talking about movies, I remember the first time that I went to a movie with Serena. We were, it was in middle school, and I'm not gonna name any names, but remember our friend in middle school who always wore that dark gray jacket, and who always had a new girl like every other week, and every time we did a hangout, he was always texting his girl.
Arturo?
Okay, just say his name.
I was trying
to avoid it.
We put in on his ass in like episode 15 or something.
Okay, well then I'll say his name, but I won't say the girl's name. So, but me and Serena, we're dating, quote unquote, in middle school.
Yeah.
And we're going to the movies, and we're gonna go see The Woman in Black. Because my thing was, we'll see a scary movie.
Throwback shit.
The girls will be scared. They'll like jump on us, and we'll be the men.
We always did that shit.
I was screaming. No.
Dude, we took so many. I'm sorry to interrupt, but we took so many hoes to the movies, dog.
We did. So many hoes. Hey, it was always Serena for me. You always had someone else.
Like 7th grade, 6th grade. We took so many girls to the movies, bro.
You're probably right. Because who did I take to the movies?
I think, like, think of the girls you don't even, like, remember. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, I just remember taking Catherine to the movies. I don't remember.
Let's not.
Yeah.
I'm 20 years old still hating on Catherine. And I was
Nothing wrong with it. Hey, in hindsight, they're just people that aren't compatible. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, back then you're like, oh man, this girl's a bitch. She don't love me. I'm not gonna talk to her in 7th period.
I know, right?
But no, like in hindsight, you know, now you're just like some people just aren't compatible. Just,
yeah, because when you look back and have nothing but bad memories, it's kind of a sign.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I just remember her. I don't remember a bunch of other girls, but you obviously do, and I just forget. Like, I just don't remember. But so we went to the movies. When we were younger in middle school, we went to the movies with me and Serena. We had just started dating. We went to go see The Woman in Black with Arturo and his girl at the time. I don't even think they were dating, actually. It was just like me and Serena and Arturo and another girl were at the movies, and we went to go see The Woman in Black. And we sat. He wanted to sit in the back row of the theater, and I was like, why? Like, there was nobody else there. There's maybe like a few other couples sprinkled around, and there's nobody else watching The Woman in Black. So we're in the very last row. Me and Serena are sitting there, and here's how mine and Serena's time went. We're sitting there eating popcorn, watching it. She's getting scared. I got my arm around her and stuff. Then we start like holding hands stuff, and that's like the first time where we do that, you know?
Hold hands?
Yeah, like hold hands or just be like more intimate and touchy-feely. But then I look over at Arturo, and Arturo's like getting his dick rubbed.
Keep me down, dude. My dad's sleeping. You thought you were the man, huh?
Yeah,
hold your hand. Yeah, what's this guy doing? What the fuck?
What he's doing? He's having a lot better time than I am. They're all dry humping each other and shit.
He grew up fast as fuck, man.
Oh yeah,
that man grew up fast.
He was always crying over another girl like every other week.
Mm-hmm. Do you think he has a daughter now or a kid or something?
Dude, I don't know. I just remember
that was his obsession.
Yeah, like that
was his life, man.
He had something going on. Like, I don't know if his parents split up or what happened. He was looking for love so hard.
It's good to have like maybe an excess of women in your life at some point, but they're there when they're there.
Yeah.
But for him, they were always there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it was his life 24/7.
Which is fine, like, if you're in a relationship. But he was always looking for, like, a new girl, like, all the time.
Dude, to fill some kind of void, man.
I don't know. Yeah, that's so weird. Yeah, we don't know. He was, like, an assassin. So he was trying to get human interaction as much as he could.
I know, right?
Or it was, like, on Get Out.
He did just disappear one year.
Well, the girls would always... all these girls would just disappear. So maybe he was the girl from Get Out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I like where you're going, man. Damn.
So
but that's my week.
That's your week. My week was hold on.
I know you got some stories. I need some water too, man. You mind if I get up and get some water real quick?
I mean, that kind of breaks the momentum of the podcast.
I know. That's what I was asking.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to.
Nah.
But that breaks the momentum of the podcast.
I'm good.
Okay. So, me and Serena were out of town this past weekend, and we got a car. Yeah, we went to go get a car. We got an amazing Ford Fusion.
Yeah.
Great car. Has a lot of amazing features and stuff. I don't want to talk about it too much. I don't want to get robbed. But
of course.
But no, great car. It was a great experience. We actually went over, saw some family on my Chavez side, stayed over with them, played like some games with them and stuff. It was really cool. It was nice.
Yeah.
So we did that, and then that was really it. I think that we've done. Well, me and Serena were apartment shopping today.
Uh-huh.
So we're looking at some apartments, and we're really excited about that. kind of seeing our options, trying to do more adulting.
Right.
And stuff like that. So we got the car, we got our insurance payment now, we do our cell phones and all that, slowly becoming full adults, and now hopefully by the end of the year we'll have our own place. So that's kind of the goal right now. Other than that, just really been working, doing the adulting stuff. Got some cool stuff with the Champions coming up this weekend.
Are you good, bro? What the fuck
I keep
is something trying
burping.
to crawl out of your throat right now?
I keep burping, and I don't know how many times I've done that. I'll get to that. It's part of my story I want to tell.
Oh, well,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah. It's remember the story?
Damn,
yeah,
dude. Yeah.
It's a
weird.
whole thing. It's a whole thing. So I regret it, by the way. Anyway, so yeah, we've been looking at apartments and stuff. Really excited about that. But now to kind of get into that story, I wanted to tell you,
man.
just I was happy I had something to talk about on the podcast, something of note. But we went to go look at some apartments, and after we looked at the apartments, we were coming home, and originally we were gonna go clean. We're gonna go to HEB, pick up some stuff. Serena was gonna go to the house, and we're gonna cook. And then I totally not forgot, but I just didn't think about it. I was like, oh, we can't cook tonight. It's gonna take too long, and I have to do the podcast. And she was like, oh, okay. So she's like, well, let's go pick up something. We're not trying to spend too much money on fast food because we just got the car and stuff, so we're on a budget.
Yeah.
So we're like, hey, let's just go get something cheap. And she goes, well, let's go to Chick-fil-A. And I'm like, that's not really cheap, but we'll go eat at Chick-fil-A. So we're on the way to Chick-fil-A, and we're at the light. Right there, where the light is, where the Burger King is?
Yeah.
So we're at the light where the Burger King is, and I take a glance at the Burger King, and it has this big old sign that says 89-cent 3 pancakes. And I was like, dude. I was like,
huh? I'm sorry, go ahead.
You're worried about that.
God.
Hey, you know what? They were good pancakes.
Hold on.
89 cents for 3 pancakes. They're probably
oh my god,
this big, but there's 3 of them. So if you spend $2 or $3,
oh yeah,
you
get a hell of a lot of pancakes.
Yeah, you get a whole lot of pancakes, and they were actually pretty good pancakes. So as opposed to the rest of the food. Anyway, so I look at it, and I kind of spoiled the story a little bit. But I looked at it, and I was like, "Or we could get 89-cent pancakes, Serena." And she goes, "Let's do that. Save some money, just eat some shitty Whataburger food." She goes, "Yeah, we'll just get a bunch of shit Whataburger food. We'll just, eat."
Whataburger or Burger King?
I'm sorry, Burger King.
Okay.
We'll get some crap Burger King food, and we'll just save some money. Hurt our stomachs, but whatever. We'll eat something. We don't have to spend a lot. And I was like, okay, cool. Because we go to eat Chick-fil-A or Whataburger, we spend $20 over that. So we turn around, go to the Burger King, and I was like, "You want to pick it up?" She goes, "No, let's eat inside." So we go, and walk inside, and as we walk inside, there's this dude at the register. Oh, first off, as we're driving up to it, so he goes, "I wonder what the reviews are on this place," because as I was driving up to it, I was like, man, this Burger King looks really run down because the letters are all faded and it's falling apart and shit. You've seen it.
Burger King, bro, is one of those places. I guess they have terrible maintenance, but when Burger King is past 5 years old or 6 years old, once they hit that mark,
stop upkeeping it.
They all look so decrepit and just fucked up, man.
Wait, so
that and Wendy's too.
Oh yeah, Wendy's is shit.
Yeah.
So anyway, so we're at the Burger King. We pull up to the Burger King. We're gonna go eat inside. And Serena, before we go in, she's looking up the reviews for the Burger King because she just wanted to see what it said.
Yeah.
And the reviews had 2 stars.
Dang.
So she read the reviews and was like, "Just ran by a bunch of kids. Managers are always high. Most disgusting Burger King. They got all my food wrong and everything was cold and all this stuff." And I was like, "Oh my god!"
Dude.
And then it was the most ghetto Burger King I've ever been to. And everything was telling us not to go, and we went, "Let's go, let's do it."
Just do
so
it.
we walk in, and there's this dude who's up there. No shit, he's flirting with the Whataburger girls.
Oh yeah.
A dude. He has his
the Burger King girls.
Burger King. Sorry, I keep saying Whataburger.
Yeah,
Burger King. We go into the Burger King, and he's flirting with the Burger King girls. And he's got his big old jersey on, sleeves cut off. He's got a do-rag on and these big old shorts and stuff.
Guy?
Yeah, black dude. And he's being like, "Hey, when can I pick you up later? Huh? What time you getting off? What time you getting off?"
Was it in a black area?
It's right here, Burger King.
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
it's so run down. Anyway, but he was like,
I got some stories about that place too, but go ahead.
Yeah, so he was he's like, "Yeah, so what time I gonna pick you up?" She's like, "We'll have your food out in a minute." He's like, "Yeah, but what time you get off, And I'm like, he's flirting with the Whataburger girl, and Serena pointed it out, and I was like, okay, that's whatever. So we go to use the restroom first. So she goes to use the restroom, I go to use the restroom, and I try to open the door, and because it has a lock on it and it says vacant, so I tried to open it and it didn't open, so I tried to open it again. And then the dude goes, "Oh, I'll be out in a second." So I was like, "Oh, so that doesn't work. It's locked." It just didn't say anything. Anyway, I hear him use the restroom. I hear toilet paper. I hear the thing flush, and I see him run out. And he's buttoning up his shirt. It's the Burger King worker. Didn't wash his hands.
Wow.
Yeah, so he's like buttoning up his shirt. He's like, sorry, man. And like he has his uniform half off, and he's like tucking in his shirt and shit, just walking up. And he goes back, and he's the one who ends up taking our order. So
okay,
yeah,
at least he didn't make the shit.
Yeah, I hope not. But we give them our order, and we're ordering a bunch of shit out the value. I mean, we spent like $10. We got like a shit tillion pounds of food. Yeah. I asked him at the end. I'm like, you know what? Can I get a strawberry shake? He turns around, he looks at the machine, and he like smacks the machine, and he goes, "Yeah, we don't got that." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "Okay, I guess."
The strawberry shake machine whisperer.
Yeah.
Yeah, not responsive right now, homie.
Yeah.
Come back at 12 noon.
He's like, yeah, we don't got that. And I'm like, oh, okay, sorry, man. And but while I was ordering, I go, hey, do y'all got breakfast all day? Because I was wondering about the pancakes.
Yeah.
He goes, nah, man, we only got lunch right now. And I was like, oh, yeah. He goes, yeah, only lunch. He goes, but we got pancakes all day. And I was like,
fucking weirdo.
I was
man.
like, what? He goes, yeah, all day. And I was like, what the? He like whispered it to me like it's drugs. And I was like, I want some pancakes. Like, give me the pancakes. And so we order our food and stuff. And we sit down and they bring us out our food. And as we're walking out, it just happens to be a black guy. He walks in and he goes, what up, G? And like, the guy at the counter's like, sup, man? And he walks in and he starts ordering his food.
They know each other?
Yeah, I guess.
Or they're just black. We do that shit.
Maybe. But I walk out and this dude, he rode up in this van, like it's like all the doors are open in it.
Yeah. Like
I don't know why all the doors in his van were open, and I'm assuming his wife was sitting in the front seat, shirt all the way up, no bra, just breastfeeding two babies. And I was like, I was telling Serena, I was like, where are we? Like, what is this?
Right up the street, right?
Just right there.
That's fucking odd.
And I was just like, that is so weird. Like, I was like, what is this? What is this Burger King? So we leave and we drive home. And then I'm not sure if I should feel proud about this or not. I thought about it immediately after. I'm like, maybe I shouldn't feel proud. But there was a story. And I got video I can show you after. There's a story that I read a while back and that me and my parents were talking about. That they're filming Cops in Bexar County.
Oh, yeah. In Bexar County?
Our county.
God damn.
Yeah, and it's not San Antonio. It's in Bexar County.
Bexar County?
They're filming Cops.
Fun, bro.
Yeah, so they're filming Cops. And on the way home, we turn into our neighborhood, and there's this guy that's pulled over, and the cops are scolding him and shit, and there's a sheriff pulling up and everything. It's like a whole thing. It's like one guy pulled over, and there's 3 police cars.
Yeah. It's
ridiculous. And as we're passing by, Serena's like, why does that dude have a camera? And we look, and he has a full camera rig on his chest, and there's another guy with the full over-the-shoulder camera, and they have a boom, and they're filming Cops right in front of my neighborhood.
You saw that shit?
Yes, I have it recorded. I'll show you after this.
Damn.
But they were filming Cops. And we didn't believe it at first. I was like, are they filming Cops? So I stopped.
Fucking iconic,
yeah,
bro.
because I passed by, and I see the one guy with the camera. I'm like, are they filming Cops? And I look, and like the other guy's filming. They got the boom mic over him, and he's all overacting, and like the guy they pulled over and shit.
Do you think he was acting?
I feel like he was acting. It seemed like it was well acted because we saw him kind of talking, and then when we came back around, like we saw them filming, and then we came back around, the camera guy was talking to the guy that was pulled over.
Yeah.
So I feel like he was directing him in some way. So maybe it was real, but maybe he was directing him a little bit, like, hey, we'll write you a check for this amount if you act this way. You know, I don't exactly know what the case is or how they do it, or if it is just straight up actors.
Just fake, dude.
Yeah, but they were obviously posing him a little bit. But we drove into the gas station. We came back around and we saw it again. So Serena.
Sorry, where was this at?
Recorded right at the entrance of my neighborhood.
That's insane.
At the entrance. And I was telling Serena, I was like, dude, that's so cool. They're filming Cops. And I thought about it. I'm like, man, they're filming Cops in my neighborhood.
Oh, not a good look.
It's like a double-edged sword.
Not
like,
a good look, right?
It's like, man, that's cool. But that's my neighborhood that the Cops
what the
are going to
fuck
be in.
action do they think they're going to get in Bexar County?
Yeah, I was telling Serena, I can't wait to see that opening part of Cops where they're sitting in the car with the deputy and like the camera's filming him and he's like, yeah, I've been in the San Antonio unit for about a year now, and it gets pretty crazy. Sometimes we gotta pull people over for Confederate flags, and every now and then people, they'll run through the yellow light. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what are they gonna do?
Yeah, it's
like,
dangerous shit, man. It's
then
dangerous shit.
that goes on here. I can't wait to see the episode where it's Bexar County and there's a shootout, and
I know,
everyone's
right?
like, "When did that happen?"
I'm saying,
I was
dude.
like, "When did that didn't occur?" But it was just hilarious.
But hold on, like this is fucking suburbia, man. Is there?
Like all they're gonna be doing is that episode of Cops is gonna be them pulling over high school kids at Brennan because they're going over 20.
Honestly,
Yeah.
dude. We're going 5 miles over the speed limit. So that means these cops are going to be dick hard waiting to pull somebody over, bro. You got to be on high alert now, man.
I was like, man, we got to watch it now.
Famous, dude.
Yeah, I was like, we got to watch it now because those guys with the camera crew, they're going to pull people over specifically because they're getting filmed.
Yeah, they want to get a shot.
Yeah, or they're just all actors and they pose everything. I don't know. But
because think about that, man. Have you ever seen somebody pulled over in front of your neighborhood making that big of a scene?
Nope.
But it magically happens when they're filming cops here.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. And I've seen people get pulled over and like it's not like that. They had 2 cop cars, and then as we came back around, when we came back around again, the sheriff was pulling up. So 3 cop cars, 1 little white car, 2 camera guys. And I was just like, I can't wait to see the episode where we see that, and they pulled him over for because he didn't turn on his signal when he turned into the neighborhood.
I know, right?
And they go, sir, can we search your car? And he goes, why? Can we search your car, sir? Yeah, go ahead, search my car. And they look, they pull up the floor mat, and there's just pounds and pounds of weed.
I know, right?
Like, that's like, always what happens. Like the show Cops makes me not think that cops are like good at their job. It just makes me think that they're extremely lucky because they'll pull someone over for like going a mile over the speed limit. And like, what you got in your glove box there? Oh, what's this? 14 bazookas? Like, you're going to jail, Tyler. I'm sorry.
Clown car.
14 bazookas.
Oh my god, dude! This area actually, bro, is really it used to be. Maybe still, I don't know, but it's really
drug.
Yeah, heavy like cartel activity goes on here. When
we get that a lot, especially in our neighborhood. I don't want to say the name of it, but in our neighborhood, you always there's always dudes walking around the playground at night, and just like in a hoodie and like. Apparently, like, they're just up there, and people are on, like, the Amherst page, and apparently, like, they're calling the cops and shit, because they'll, like, just be at the park, or they'll meet people just walking around, and they'll just go sell drugs, just walking around the neighborhood.
Look, man, Isaac, my boy Isaac, shout out to Isaac, was on the news when he was younger, because, you know the CrossFit gym right in front of his house? There's a CrossFit gym right next to Tacotinco.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a little warehouse.
Yeah.
That, at some point, was just a vacant warehouse, but it was used by the cartel years ago when he first moved in, like, early 2000s. And he was on the news because the cartel was using that facility to house drugs and do their operations. And they were like cutting motherfuckers' heads off in there and shit. And so I think it was like one of the biggest drug busts in San Antonio history was right there.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and they were interviewing just the locals. And they were saying, yeah, we see weird activity going on. And that's when they put Isaac on the news. But yeah, dude, that shit is scary,
I was like,
Who's young?
I don't drink.
Right? Like, what the fuck he's going to say?
Like, I'm secondhand high. Yeah, so we saw that, and I was like, what the, like, again, it was just like one of those things where I was like, I'm not sure if that's a cool thing or not. Like, I'm not sure if that was like,
it's cool.
I guess it's cool. It's cool to see, but it's also like, man, that makes my neighborhood look trashy. Oh, I was gonna mention
some other things. We just add that to the resume.
Yeah, so
your neighborhood's kind of shitty.
Well, this is another reason my neighborhood's kind of shitty. One night the dogs got out, or one of the dogs got out. And we're going around the neighborhood looking for him.
Yeah.
And it was in the middle of the night. And sorry, I'm Burger King. Terrible food. Don't eat there.
Oh, really?
Pancakes
so
were good.
All in all, it was bad? Except for the
pancakes? All
in
in all, it was terrible. Pancakes I thought were great.
Okay.
I would go back, drop $3, and just get like 9 pancakes. Like, that's what I would do. Anyway, we were looking for that dog in the neighborhood, and we were driving around everywhere. And some people were running. Some people were just out in the yard, like, doing stuff. And we're like, hey, did you see our dog? And then we're like, it looks like this. And everyone's like, no, I'm sorry. I hope you find him. Like, that was what everyone said.
Yeah.
Well, we drove up, and there's this dude walking, and he has a hoodie on. And no headphones, no earbuds, because he looks dead at us. But we passed by him. Dad rolls down the window, and he goes, hey, man, I'm sorry to bother you, but we're looking for our dog. Have you seen our dog? The guy looks at Dad. Just walks. Just keeps walking. And Dad goes, hey, man, I'm sorry. I don't know if you got your headphones on. We're looking for our dog. Have you seen him? He's a poodle. He's this big. He's brown. And the guy just ignores Dad. He's just walking. We're right next to him. Right next to him. The guy's just going. And Dad goes, you okay? And then, like, the guy's just, like, dead straight. Kept walking.
Why is your dad so persistent?
Well, because I think Dad realized that he was probably doing something wrong, or he didn't want to be talked to.
Okay.
Because normally the guys who are out that late just walking around and who don't talk to anyone are the dudes who are doing the drug stuff.
Yeah.
And this dude just looks sketchy as hell.
Even if, like, just mind your... What the fuck's your dad gonna do with his son next to him?
That's true, but I don't know. I guess he was just trying to maybe get a rise out of him or see if the guy was gonna, like, run or bolt. I don't know. Like,
that wasn't your fucking dog.
I know, right?
Unload on the car.
You saw my dog!
My dad's gonna come in here and beat your ass, man.
I'm sorry. I'm sitting here talking about we're looking for apartments and shit, and we're recording.
I know, right?
Be quiet about your dog or
about mortgages and shit.
But
he's the gatekeeper.
So, but yeah, that was my crappy Whataburger and cop story.
That's a G though, man. That's a G. You told me some stories, man. What's that story you told me where you guys were at a store and y'all were standing in line and you get to? I'm pretty much telling the fucking story.
Oh yeah, Go ahead. So I think if this is the one you're talking about. So
dude's pacing.
We get in line. We go into like this bakery on like the south side or something. But we go into this bakery. It's like a Mexican bakery. Mom wanted to go there, and Dad kept telling her not to go there because he said it's like a sketchy part of town. So we walk in, and the dude in front of us is like arguing with the lady, or he's yelling at her. And he looks high, like he doesn't look like he's right in his right mind, and he's like freaking out. And we're like, oh man, he's gonna get violent. So we're kind of backed up from him. And Dad's just sitting there, hands in his pocket. And this dude's like,
I can already imagine the face he's making.
Yeah, well, Dad's just like staring at him, and this dude's like pacing and like acting really weird. And I was like, oh my god, is this guy gonna like pull out a gun?
Yeah. Or
something? Is this like, this is nuts? And the lady at the counter was trying to calm him down because he was just being super irate.
God.
And then he finally just rushes out of the store and he leaves. And I look at Dad, and Dad just looks at me, and his hands were in his pocket, but he turns his hand over to where I can see it, and he had his knife fully extended out in his pocket. But like on the handle, so like if something happened, he was just ready to pull out his knife. Is that the one you were talking about? Yeah. He was just ready to go. Like
Dang,
he didn't think about it. He didn't flinch like any of us. Like we're kind of worried about it. And Dad was just like, nah. He was just like, I'm ready.
Jesus, dude.
Yeah. But
do you still carry your knife around?
Yeah, I got one right here. Yeah, I always got at least
anymore.
I got always at least one knife on me.
Really?
Sometimes two. Yeah. Now I can carry a sword.
Oh yeah? You can. They legalized it,
yeah,
right?
You can carry swords now, which I don't get. I think that's so stupid.
Fucking sword?
What are you gonna do with the sword? If you're carrying around a sword, like what's gonna happen if someone whips out a gun? You're like, hold, let me get my saber. Like, what's gonna happen?
Like, what the hell?
Yeah, you're not Deadpool. You're gonna slice the bullet in half.
I know. A fucking sword.
Like, I just think that's so. I mean, I get it. Like, that's great for like people who want to carry around like larger knives and stuff. I think it's good for like larger knives if you're like maybe like if your job requires it.
Right. Yeah.
You know, but like if you just want to, I mean, not necessarily a Bowie, but like if you want just a slightly longer than legal knife.
Yeah.
They just, or maybe you have land and you go into the city a lot and you just have like your knife or a hunting knife.
Of course, there are reasons.
Stuff like that is fine, but like
a fucking samurai sword. Let's sit down and let's try to get in the minds of these people who make these laws, right?
Yeah.
Let's roleplay for a second. What the fuck?
What circumstance
would require you legalizing a city to be able to carry swords around?
Got it.
Go ahead.
Zombie outbreak. Michonne, you know?
These are things I don't think about, man.
Yeah. Look,
that's why I like you, man.
Yeah, in Walking Dead universe, it was legal to have the samurai sword. Michonne was ready when it happened. When it all went down. I'm gonna check on the camera here.
Do your thing, boss man. Do your thing.
I just gotta make sure we're still going. Yep. We're good.
God, man. Heading to Houston this weekend.
What are you gonna do over there?
First time since the storm.
Oh. What are you doing over there?
I might swim a few laps downtown. I'm just kidding.
God damn.
My exercise in. I'm just kidding. My mom is her crazy ass doing Krav Maga. So she's testing to elevate to the next level in her martial art. And the testing is like 3 hours long. It's pretty much like Navy SEAL boot camp, just condensed.
Yeah.
They put you through this crazy ass workout. Not even workout. Where they pretty much say, we're going to beat the shit out of you for 3 hours. Okay? I want to see you put these techniques to practice that we taught you. And we're going to determine at the end, if you don't quit, if you pass or not.
Are they going to put them in like the Navy SEALs, except they don't need to go to the beach or anything. They're just gonna put them in downtown. There's gonna be water splashing on them. Do you quit? No. It's Krav Maga God. Yes.
That flood water. Oh my God.
Will you always help your brother using Krav Maga? Yes. Do we give up? Yeah. No. What? Did you say yes?
You fucking tricked me. You tricked me.
All right. Damn. Face down in the water. Right. 2 hours.
Carry him away, boys. He's done.
Krav Maga his ass. Everyone else turns around and starts punching him.
But I'm super nervous, man. I actually went to her class one time when I went to visit. fucking crazy.
Really?
Hats off to my mom. I know where I get it now, man. I know where I get my crazy ass like needing to move and super obsessed with working out and shit. I get that little genetic twitch from her, dude. Because her being 50 and being able to keep
50?
up. Yeah, she's 50.
Dude, she's not 50.
She's 50.
How old's your dad?
He's 47, 48,
Jesus
47.
Christ.
How old do you think they were?
I thought they were like 30. No, I'm kidding. I knew they were older, but like my parents.
They were my age.
My parents are like, what, 47 and like 45 or something?
Really?
Yeah.
Black don't crack, man. Black don't crack.
Yeah, your mom does not look that old.
She looks good, dude. She looks even better now.
She's 50, dude.
She looks even better now, dude.
50 years old, dude. That's crazy. That's half. What is that?
100, man.
Half a century? Is 100 a century?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's like she's half a century old, I guess. And that's nuts. She doesn't look that old. She looks like she's like 38.
Yeah, dude.
Like that's nuts.
She takes care of herself, man.
Yeah, that's.
But I'm really nervous, man.
About?
They're gonna fucking kill my mom. That's what I was saying, dude. Like I went there and I was like, Jesus Christ, this is hard. The little workout they were doing.
Yeah.
It was so hard. And you know how like you played football, right?
Yeah. Like when I was younger.
You know how the coaches are like when you're struggling, they're putting you through some crazy ass workout, kids are throwing up. They're like, oh yeah, baby, keep going. That's right. I love this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They act real smug just to get in your head. That's how they were.
Oh, you just barely throwing up?
Yeah. I gotta run you harder, huh? Like that's how they were, bro. And it was a little light workout. So I can imagine the 3-hour testing. Like, we have like elite guys in there.
Oh, you dead? You just barely died? Okay.
I know, right? We have elite guys in there who was saying like, yeah, it's intense. I took a week off of work just to recover.
Jesus.
Like, yes, dude, like seasoned veterans, man.
God
and my mom was just jumping into it like a few months in. Like, mother Augustus, what are you doing? But I think she'll be all right, man. She's an animal.
That's ridiculous. Is she still living in that? Has she gotten approached by the flasher?
Oh no. No, man.
That hasn't happened?
No.
Hopefully he got swept away.
That's what I'm saying.
He's getting swept away in the water with his coat open. His dick just out.
He's somewhere in the middle of the Pacific Ocean right now, just dick out. He's floating.
He's like, which way do we go, dick?
Like the intro. Like the intro to a movie. Yep, that's me. I bet you wonder how I got in this situation.
Right. Well, we're here. Now I bet you're wondering. What kind of fucked up shit did I do to get here?
That guy, I really wonder, man. Because catastrophe brings out the worst in people, dude. So, I mean, this dude could have either, like, been in a really good spot and just bought property above the sea level or above the flood level. Or he could have lost everything and just said, fuck it.
And just flashing everybody? Take this, hurricane.
Dude, what the fuck is going on with these hurricanes, man?
Dude, there's another one.
There's another one, now. Maria.
Yeah, is it Maria? Yeah. I thought that was no, because there was Harvey, Irma, Jose, Maria.
Welcome Maria to the pack.
Isn't there another one?
No.
I thought there was another one.
Not that I know of. I wouldn't be fucking surprised.
Yeah, that's in all the earthquakes and shit that are happening.
Yeah.
That is
How many years do you give life, like existence, before we all perish?
I don't know.
I really don't think my kids are gonna be able to have kids.
Look, can I borrow your phone right quick?
Yeah, man.
Like, open up the internet for me. Let me see.
Right.
There's something that I read that the world's supposed to end
tomorrow, the 23rd.
Like the 23rd. Yeah. you read that, right?
I did.
Did you read why it was gonna end?
No.
Let me see. It was like something to do with like some Bible stuff and hold up, right here. World ends September 2017. Christian numerologist says world will end on September 23rd, and I'll kind of check out this story.
This happened, man.
Yeah, people thought the world was gonna end when 2000. Well, 2000 they thought the world was gonna end. 1999, 2000. And then 2012 they thought the world was gonna end. Then it was supposed to end like, wasn't it supposed to end like 2 years ago or something?
And then July 6, 2006, the world's gonna end. It was like 666 or some shit.
Yeah,
the world's gonna end then. It's all bullocks, man.
Check it out. David Mead, a self-proclaimed researcher, is predicting a series of apocalyptic events. Sorry, I'm tired today.
Same, dude.
That a series of apocalyptic events will begin on September 23rd, and quote, a major part of the world will not be the same. So the world's not going to end.
Way to be vague, guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it rained.
Oh, here's what I read.
Indonesia.
According to Mead, the mysterious rogue planet Nibiru, also known as Planet X, is on a collision course with Earth. which will bring world-ending tsunamis and earthquakes. We're having earthquakes. The numerologist claims the dates...
Well, when it hits, right?
Yeah. That's true. The numerologist claims the dates of recent events like the Great American Solar Eclipse and Hurricane Harvey's flood of Texas were all marked in the Bible. Meade now says his Planet X theory lines up with more Bible codes and ancient markers on the Egyptian pyramids. Look, here's some sense. NASA has already dismissed the prediction, calling the whole thing a hoax. The space agency has reportedly known about the Nibiru conspiracy theory for years and shot down the talk of Armageddon in a 2012 statement.
Shout out to motherfucking NASA. And first, before I say anything, let's crank that rewind. Did you just say self-proclaimed researcher?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
He's just looking. I mean, anyone can say they're a self-proclaimed researcher and say the world's going to end. Media's going to pick it up because it's going to get clicks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If self-proclaimed researcher.
Look,
damn,
I
that's
guess
worse than me saying I learned stocks from YouTube University.
Yeah, this is what NASA said. If Nibiru or Planet X were real and headed for an encounter with the Earth, astronomers would have been tracking it for at least the past decade.
Yeah.
And it would be visible by now to the naked eye.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Meade is a self-published author who writes that he studied astronomy at the University of Louisville. He and other doomsayers have actually been saying Nibiru would crash into the Earth several times before, which clearly did not happen.
Clearly.
The latest prediction came in 2012 and was linked to the end of the Mayan calendar. It just looks like they're just reaching for straws.
Where do you get to the bottom of that, man?
Yeah, in case I didn't already say it, this news article was from CBS Philadelphia.
Good stuff. Gotta love logic, man. Gotta love logic.
Yeah, that's crazy, right? But think about it. That even got us talking just now. We just knew that apparently the world was going to end, but we didn't go look at it and know that NASA just already debunked it. They were like, shut the hell up. Sit down.
I know, right? Sit your bitch ass down.
I know, right?
Self-proclaimed motherfucker.
Self-proclaimed dumbass.
That is hilarious, man. Nothing. Wow, man. You know what's weird? Something felt really weird about this week.
What?
I now know what it is.
What?
It's no kind of news, dude.
Yeah, there's nothing real big to talk about. Yeah. They're the earthquakes that are happening. I guess in Mexico, right?
Yeah, Mexico.
And we don't like Mexicans anyway here in the United States. So
exactly.
It's not really something that we're gonna worry about.
Yeah, man. It's like what last week or 2 weeks ago we're out of oil. It was World War III, and then the week before that we're gonna die because North Korea's gonna kill everybody.
Yeah, and this week in our news, Burger King is bad.
Burger King is bad. Jesus, dude. Yeah, it's really weird, man. It's really weird.
Now, Eman, I wanted to ask you something.
What's up, bro?
Sorry if I'm putting you on the spot.
Go ahead, man.
But me and Serena, we just got the car. We're looking at moving out. What are your aspirations to upgrade in your life? Is moving out or I don't know about getting a new vehicle because you got. Well, I know your car knocks a lot.
Oh yeah, baby.
Your car's always knocking. What do you say? Your car knocks like what?
Said my shit knocks like Halloween.
Yeah. But what's the next step in besides just hobbies? What's the next step in Eman's life?
Damn, dude. Probably just sell all this crack I have stashed in my closet. See about making.
Eman's gonna be on Cops tomorrow.
I know, right?
All under his seat in his doors and shit.
No, my plan, dude, is honestly just to keep saving money, man.
Mm-hmm.
Keep saving money aggressively. I don't plan on getting a new vehicle because that one runs fine. I do plan on just upgrading the parts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As long as it keeps working, I'm not getting a new vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
It's a super cheap payment. I gotta pay monthly for it. So, probably I'll be in Houston within the next 5 to 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's my goal.
Yeah, to go to Houston.
You go to Houston.
Now, what are you gonna do in Houston? Are you gonna go live over with your mom? Or are you gonna get a place over in Houston?
Probably a roommate or something.
Gotcha.
Just to get out. I just don't want to stay in one spot for too long. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you don't want to stay in San Antonio forever.
Yeah. Then I'm not gonna want to stay in Houston forever. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I just want to keep moving. And eventually, my goal is to excel in stocks, man. Every day I'm getting closer, learning more. Really feel like coming full circle.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy for you. My plan is just to survive.
That's all.
To not die.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, we're doing the apartment thing now. We did the car thing already. I don't know what the next step is after the apartment thing. I guess I don't know. I guess being in a relationship, my life plan is a little different. Like I'm not like, oh, I just gotta save and do this and that or be a nomad. I'm like, oh, kind of know what I'm doing. I just have to get there. Like I know the goal is me and Serena are gonna get married at some point.
Yeah.
So we're getting a place and at some point we're gonna worried about getting married and shit, and that's gonna be a thing. And to me, it's just like my life is kind of already mapped out. Like I know we got the car, we're gonna get the place, we're gonna get married at some point, then we're gonna get a house, and then this and that, and then I'm gonna have to kill her. She's gonna cheat on me. And then there's gonna be a whole getting the lawyer thing.
Typical shit.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna have to spend probably like a year in jail when my trial goes on.
Of course, man.
And it's just kind of ridiculous. But baby steps. We're working there.
Yeah.
We're getting to it.
The American dream, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
Gosh, what else is happening? I feel like there's nothing to talk about.
There really isn't.
Like,
there's nothing going on. There's nothing going on, man.
There was this. Well, I don't know if I want to talk about that.
Well, I've been meaning to ask you about the statue situation.
The statue situation. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you have a list of topics.
We do.
Motherfucker, what's on?
This is the first time it's been like dry.
Yeah.
Thanks, Trump. Give us something to work with, please.
I know, right? Can you tweet, please? Just send out something.
Yeah, fuck Trump. He's being all responsible now.
Give us a sign.
He's being all what's the word?
Presidential.
Yeah, something like that. Did you see the tweet? He tweeted about Mexico.
What do you tweet about him?
Like, stay strong, Mexico. We're all with you. We will help and shit like that. Just real presidential. Like, fuck, man.
That's stupid.
Obama, give Trump back the phone, man. Quit playing, y'all.
Yeah. It's like, why is Obama dressing up as Trump for Halloween?
But all right.
Yeah, let me see it.
Yeah, go ahead. Dude.
Let me see it. God dang. God, what is all of this? We can't talk about any of this.
Why not? Why not, man?
It's all like 4 weeks old. Oh God. Oh.
Is there any? Wow.
Oh God. This episode of Break Time is brought to you by Hardship. You know what? Actually, I do got something else to talk about.
Solar eclipse.
Yeah, so me and Eman had some stuff to talk about, and it's just like Eman said, there wasn't much going on, so we're not.
And I'm just off tonight, bro. I had a really I don't know if I'm tired. I didn't eat. You know what I had to eat today?
What?
This morning I had 2 granola bars, and then when I got back from the gym, I had a banana. So I'm just kind of dead.
Like I shoved it up my butt and then I ate it.
What the fuck, man?
I don't know. I'm really tired, and I figured out I might have sleep apnea.
What the fuck is? Oh, is that when you stop breathing?
I'm gonna die in my sleep.
Dude, I've heard somebody with sleep apnea, aka my dad. Dad, fix it, dude. It is the scariest shit, man.
It was like.
Exactly, dude. They stop breathing.
It's
weird.
And I was like,
yeah.
Yeah.
How'd you find that out?
Well, we don't know for sure. But I've been having a lot of like weird issues. Like I've been falling asleep when I drive.
Oh, okay.
Like I will like start nodding off, and like I will fall asleep while I'm driving.
Yeah.
And like if I'm sitting at the office or something, and like nothing's going on, or I'm not on a call or anything, I will fall asleep. And like if I'm driving around a lot, like I'll have to stop for a minute, and I'll have to, like I'll sit there and I'll stop, and I'll be like, man, I gotta like, and then I'll snack, because I'm like, oh, if I snack on something, I'll be awake, or if I go get a soda, I'll be awake or something, like so I always gotta be doing something, because like, and then like I'll get headaches. Mm-hmm. Like I got a headache right now. I've had all day, and I've taken Advil and all this other crap, and like I don't know what the deal is. Like
your joints hurt? They ache at all?
Actually, sometimes my left leg will ache. Like it'll like, I guess like when I walk, but like I mean, okay, it's like one thing, but no, that happens, and then I'm like really irritable, and then I notice that like I'll wake up like 4 or 5 times a night. Like I'll get up and I'll be like, why am I awake? So I'll like go use the restroom, or I'll like be on my phone for a minute and I'll go back to sleep. But even like the other night, I went to bed at like 11 o'clock, I woke up at like 8:30, so that's like, what is that, like 9 hours of sleep or whatever, and I felt so tired. Like I felt like I couldn't get up. I felt like I didn't sleep at all.
Yeah.
Like, so doctor was saying he thinks I might have sleep apnea. We got my blood work and stuff because I went to the doctor today.
Oh, you did your blood work.
Yeah, I did.
Like vitamin levels, all that.
Yeah, I did it today. So
okay, good.
Yeah.
I will bet money right now you are vitamin D deficient, dude.
What's
what?
Which one is vitamin D?
Vitamin D.
What do you have to eat for vitamin D?
You can't really eat much. It's mainly from the sun.
Oh, really?
There's little like.
I get loads of vitamin D.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gay. Okay. No,
dude.
I'm in the sun quite often, I would say.
Yeah, but there's some factors though that even though you're in the sun a lot, could play into you being deficient.
Really?
Like with me, I'm black, so I don't really absorb it. I don't really absorb it as much.
Mm-hmm.
And then.
Well, I sweat a lot.
You sweat a lot.
I profusely sweat.
Huge. And
yeah,
then,
like, this is gonna get kind of disgusting, but when my penis is flaccid, I'm kidding. no, like, but I sweat like so much.
Yeah.
Like, I'll put on a shirt and like within an hour, like I got like pit stains. Like, I just sweat a lot, and like my hands are real sweaty. Like, I don't hold hands with Serena a whole lot because I'll be like, oh, my hands are sweaty. I don't want
clammy hands.
Yeah, like
also another symptom.
And then
your face sweat a lot.
Not my face, my feet sweat a lot.
The fuck?
Yeah, like I get like really sweaty feet.
Okay.
And then like and then like this is really nasty and kind of personal. But then like I keep like every like few months I'll like get an athlete's foot.
Oh yeah.
Because I sweat so much, and when you sweat so much, you get bacteria.
Yeah.
So then like you know, the over the counter stuff helps and it goes away, but then like it'll be back in like a couple months.
A symptom of vitamin D deficiency is an inability to combat fungus.
Really?
So you get a lot of fungal infections
what do I do?
constantly.
Well, like so.
I'm deficient too, man. You up this shit, dude. Go to the nearest drugstore. They might prescribe you some shit. I feel like you're severely deficient. I was borderline. Go to the nearest drugstore and get you like 65,000 IUs, bro. I swear to God, you need that.
Damn. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll see what the doctor tells me.
Yeah.
And
okay.
Then, yeah, because I'm going back in like 3 weeks or something.
So you for sure got your vitamin levels checked and all that?
I just know they took blood and they're gonna check everything. Okay. So I don't know. I think they took like 3 things of my blood and then I peed in a cup.
Okay.
And all that shit.
Okay.
But I told them all that, and like first off, going to the doctor is not even something I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Like Serena, she's
going
been
tomorrow.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you make your own appointment or like?
I had my dad do it. I was at work.
Yeah. Well, see, I didn't even want to. Serena was like, "When was the last time you went to the doctor?" I'm like, I don't know, 7 years ago. It wasn't really 7 years ago.
Okay.
It was like 2, but like it's still been a little bit. And she was like, she was like, "Hey, you should go." And I'm like, well, I don't really need to. I'm fine. She's like, Alex, you fall asleep at the wheel and this, and that. And I'm like, I don't need to. I'm fine. And she was like, no, go. And I'm like, no, I'm fine. So then she texts me later and she goes, hey, I'm going to put your what do you call it? I'm going to put your insurance card on our file. So can you send me a picture of your insurance card? And I'm like, yeah, sure. Send her a picture of my insurance card. And she goes, oh, okay, cool. Hey, you have an appointment on this day. And I was like, dang, you sneaky little hoe. And so we my appointment was today, and we got all that taken care of. And then, so we got my labs done and all that. So I don't know. We'll see. But, yeah, I've had that issue for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Where, like, and then I'll get, like, headaches, and, like, I'll get, like, weird ringing in my ears and stuff. Like, I just get tired. Like, I get so tired. Like, and then like recently, kind of like we were talking about last podcast, like I'll go to work, you know, I'll work a lot, but I'm kind of like dragging along, and then I'll get home, and before it was like, oh, I'll get home, I'll work on champion stuff, or I'll go play some video games, or I'll work on my music, or I'll start editing the podcast all the time. But I get home and I'm like, I can't do shit.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, I am so goddamn tired. Like it's ridiculous, and I'm not working out right now, so I don't know if that would make me more tired or that would make me less tired, because maybe I'm getting myself more.
No, you're just sluggish and fatigued. Without anywhere like working out, that's definitely some kind of deficiency. My guess is vitamin D, bro.
Your guess is vitamin D. Can I chew these or?
You swallow those. Here, try these, man.
I don't have any water. Oh, do we chew these?
Yeah.
Sweet. What are these? The same thing.
Same thing.
Alrighty. Oh, I can chew
this.
this.
I was borderline deficient.
Can I chew it?
You can chew, but I mean, let it dissolve in your mouth.
Yeah. Okay. You shouldn't swallow this one.
Nah.
Okay.
How's it taste?
Kind of tastes like acid. I'm kidding. Purple haze.
All in my brain. You had 1 or 2?
I just took 1.
Okay. Yeah, man. Well, yeah, I found out that I was vitamin D deficient. My joints were hurting. I was tired. Pretty much the same symptoms you had. It like triggered my depression and shit. Really weird stuff, man. So I went there. I was like anemic, borderline deficiency, which is pretty much deficient. And I found out, even though my diet's good, it's like I'm black. Mm-hmm. We live in a society where we're indoors a lot. And since I have muscle, I'm classified as overweight.
Really?
Yeah, and that affects how your body,
so you're too
absorbs
muscular.
vitamin. Kind of.
Wow.
I'm healthy, but I'm just classified overweight.
Yeah, that's not because your actual like physical weight because of your muscle.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Mm-hmm. That's really weird.
So my guess is you're maybe overweight.
Yeah, I'm overweight. I mean, I think so. I'm right now I'm like 247.
No, it was a joke, dude.
What? No, like on the chart, I'm overweight.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I know, you fat ass.
I say maybe you're overweight. No, but yeah, man. So when you get that shit, I think you'll be good.
Hopefully, we'll see. I just, we're gonna see it. I think he's gonna want me to do a sleep study to see if I have sleep apnea. Because I think maybe it runs my family in some way. Because they think Willie has sleep apnea. I think Mom has problems sleeping too.
Well, weight also plays a huge factor.
That could be it as well. Well, but I've had this issue even when we were like working out and I was losing weight because when I was working out I was like at 230 something, like lower 230s, and then I stopped working out for like 3 months because we didn't have a car to go do the stuff anymore, and I just wasn't keeping up with it because we couldn't go to Walmart and HEB as often to go meal prep and all that.
Hardest part, man.
Yeah, so we couldn't do that, so like we started eating like crap for like 2 months, and now we got the car. Actually, we just started meal prepping again.
Okay.
Serena's amazing at cooking, like especially healthy shit. Oh my god, she made this tortilla soup that we ate on Tuesday. Amazing, like so good.
Oh my god,
like it was delicious. And she was like, "What?"
I'm fucking starving, man.
And she was
I'm just
like,
thinking about food. What are you doing after this? You going home?
I mean, I don't know why you want me to go get something to eat.
Well, not take me, but oh yeah, we're going on a cruise anyway, right?
Yeah, I was about to say 'cause we're gonna go ride in my new car.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she made this amazing tortilla soup that was badass. And like she was like, "Oh, these are all the things it doesn't have in it. It only has the nutrients you need." And I'm like, "That's amazing." And then today we had these turkey meatballs.
Ooh.
Yeah, turkey meatballs with rice and then with like spring mix and stuff on the side.
Yeah.
Oh god, she meal prepped it for like 6 days. So like we're gonna eat that again tomorrow, or we're gonna eat the soup. I don't know yet. But like she'll make 2 meals. She'll meal prep it for the week. And it's great. So good. Like, oh, it's amazing.
Dude, can she make me something, bro? Can you have her make me something?
Dude, I'd be fine. Yeah.
I gotta pay. I don't know.
Yeah, no, wait. I would wait till when we get paid. Because right now, we kind of bought what we have for this next week.
I hear you, man. Whatever is convenient for you. I'm not in a rush.
When we get paid and we get the next set, I'll be like, "Hey, Mom, I want you to make him something." I'll get her like to make you 2 days like worth of lunch.
Ooh,
yeah,
okay.
like 2 days lunch. So
yeah,
you
man.
Can do that. Yeah, so at least you can try it. You can kind of see what she makes. And you know what? She was thinking about opening a business where maybe she did stuff like that.
Yeah, that's big business.
And I don't know if this is giving it away to giving someone else a business idea to our 3 viewers. But no, she wants to do something along the lines of like, you know what Blue Apron is? Mm-hmm. She wanted to do something along the lines of
sponsors.
Blue Apron. Shut up. But she wanted to do something kind of more where like locally, like for example, like someone pays her. And then like you pay a certain amount of money for the week of meals.
Yeah.
And then like we either deliver them or you come pick them up, and it's like 3 days worth of meals, and you eat them because obviously we don't want to give you like a full week and it go bad or whatever, and you just pick up your next like 3 days worth of meals and like something like that. That's something she was thinking about.
Okay.
But I think she might be really good at it because the stuff she makes, she's ridiculously great at cooking. Like
really?
It's nuts. Like when we're looking at the apartments, and I know I'm not going to worry about spending money on food because we're probably going to go spend $100 on groceries and be good for like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Because she's great at it.
Oh.
Like she's great at conserving money to get the ingredients, and then she's great at like cooking. And then every time she cooks, like even if she's cooking dinner, she'll cook, and then she'll like double it, so we have leftovers for like 2 days. So like you can eat like for an extended period of time.
Dang, dude.
So but she's great at that. It's ridiculous. So, but yeah, no, we started getting into the meal prepping again. It's great, and I think we're starting to work out next week. We're gonna try to do it this week.
Good stuff, man.
Yeah, we're gonna work out again. Like I said, we're stopping because of the car, and this week we couldn't because Monday we had to be at the office all day because our office manager was out. Tuesday she had a dentist appointment. Today I have a doctor's appointment. Tomorrow we got to take the kids to school, and then Friday I'm going with my buddy Dante to visit. It's a Champions thing. We're visiting a little boy with leukemia. His favorite superhero is Spider-Man. Dante does Spider-Man, so we're gonna go visit him and stuff.
Good stuff, man.
Yeah, so it's exciting. We're getting more stuff done. And then the apartment thing I'm really excited about because we looked at some apartments that were amazing, like some great ass apartments. And I know I was talking to you about it a little bit, but the apartments are kind of pricey, especially if you want anything that's going to be on a good part of town.
Yeah.
And that's going to be something that's good with a lot of amenities and stuff. Yeah, no, you're good. Hey, tell me how long we got on the video right there. It should tell you on top.
1 minute, or sorry, an hour 4 seconds.
Hour 4. Oh, okay.
Hour 4 minutes.
No, but we saw some great ass places that I'm in love with, and what is it? Oh God. Oh, so no, but like one of the places is closer by. Actually, Brooke lives at this place, I believe.
Oh yeah, so it's got to be
what?
A little
Why? Because Brooke lives there?
Yeah.
Is Brooke like banking?
Oh, never mind. She moved out. I know her parents were.
Who? Brooke? Which Brooke?
The hula hoop girl.
Yeah, I thought she still lives there with Nicole.
Fuck, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure she still lives there with Nicole. Anyway.
I think she has an apartment now, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
The apartment complex. That's what I'm saying. One of the apartments we looked at is where Brooke lives.
Yeah.
In the apartment. Yeah.
Go ahead, man. I'm tripping, dude. Sorry.
Okay, I'm like so confused. Like, what are you talking about? Anyways, she lives there, and it's a nice ass apartment. Like, great pool, great amenities. There's a gym in there, and then this place comes with like it had like a lot of the other ones we're going to like. Oh, hey, this is like I'll just throw out a fake number because I don't want to hint at like what I make or whatever.
Right.
But like, let's say this place cost like let's say the normal place that we went to was like $200. So like, hey, it's $200 a month, and then you have to pay for all your utilities. You have to pay for your trash. Doesn't have a washer and dryer. You have to buy that yourself. Has a shitty fridge and a shitty washing machine. And then you have a really small patio space. Most places were like that. This place was like, hey, instead of $200, it's $300. All your appliances are included except your electricity. You got to pay that. Trash and everything else is included. You got a huge ass patio. You have an enormous space that is bigger than any of the other places that you saw. And you have a great community, a great
300
pool.
What?
Huh?
300 down payment?
No. I'm just making up a number.
Okay.
Like I'm saying, like if 200 was the regular, this place was 300, so a little bit more. But like all the expenses, most of the expenses are included.
Yeah.
And then it comes with a washer and dryer, which is a huge thing.
Yeah.
Most apartments don't come with it. They come with a hookup, or they're like, oh, hey, there's a washatorium, or like we have an on-site washing place, which I don't want. But yeah, but that place is amazing.
Really?
Like Serena still wants to look at some other places, but I'm kind of dead set on this place. But I was dead set on the first place that we looked at, and then we looked at a few other places. Then we found this place. I'm like, I really like it. So I don't see what other place is gonna beat that for what it looks like, the community, and for the price. Like it's so great, but I don't, we'll see. She could pull something out of her butt and find something else that's amazing. Serena's really great at so for those of you who don't know, or in case I don't mention it enough, Serena is my girlfriend. We're going on 6 years that we've been together, and we're
like every episode.
Yeah, well, just for the new listener.
Oh shit.
But we're going on 6 years. She's great. Love her to death. That's gonna be the woman I die with, hopefully. And but we're starting to slowly do more things. Like we got the car and we're doing everything else. So we're slowly building our lives together more and more, and which is great. It's exciting. It's a great thing. That's exactly who I want to do it with. But we're doing we're doing all these things. And it's really cool to have someone like that.
Yeah.
That you can do those things with and share those things with. And the other thing is I'm not good at those things. Like I'm not good at researching and figuring out exactly what's the best option.
Yeah.
And like doing all that. Serena is so meticulous and so detail oriented that she's great at that. Like I'm more of like hey, I'll just let it happen. Like life's gonna happen. Let it happen. She's a little more like the worrywart, I guess. Which is bad in some situations but good in other situations. But there's one thing she's really good at. She's good at like when we did the car. research the hell out of the car, interest rate, insurance, all that stuff. Like, she wanted to make sure we had that, and I was more like, tell me how much I gotta pay,
Right.
you know. And then I'm like, as long as it goes vroom, I go here. But we're looking at the apartments, and she's great at finding the right ones, you know, getting the information. We have the dog, so she wants to make sure we can get the dog in there and all that.
Of course.
But no, like, it's just it's insane, like, how good she is at these things that in my head I'm like, I can't fathom being able to do those things. Like,
basic research.
Yeah. Well, no, not basic research, but like, she keeps track of everything.
Yeah.
But like she's the type of person.
No, she works, man. She's
yeah.
Very.
Yeah, and it's not just the basic shit. Like, she can research things, because like I could research shit, but she's very good at going like, hey, this, and this. And remember, we have to pay these things, and remember, you have to do these things. Like, she's just great at keeping track of everything, and it's insane. But yeah, no, but I'm glad I have like a partner that does that.
Yeah.
Because that's something I couldn't do.
Perfect balance, man.
Yeah, no, and I think that's really, because like I said, I'm more like the easygoing, like, hey, let's have fun, let's chill out.
Yeah.
And she's like, hey, yeah, we can do that, but like, this
You've
stuff.
got some shit to handle.
Yeah, but she's very much like, she's like, oh, we always have to be worried about this. We always gotta do this. And I'm like, hey, man, don't worry about it. Like, I'm like a hippie, and she's like the conservative white man trying to build a lumber yard. And yeah, so but it's good. We balance each other out.
Damn,
but
dude.
it's something that's fully on display now that we're doing more of this stuff. So, but it's exciting. It's fun. I'm really enjoying it.
That's got to be really exciting, man. Building a not building the fuck. Like getting your own space, dude.
Oh yeah, it's really neat, and it's also really nerve-wracking, because it's God, the best way I can explain it is life is like a video game.
Yeah.
You know, like you start off and you have, like you start off in any video game, you have the basic weapons, you have like 50 gold coins, and then you spend it on the first mission, and you got nothing.
Yeah.
And you know, you level up, you get more skills, you get more things, and you're like, oh, here's the gun I wanted, or here's the weapon I wanted in the video game, but now here's the next thing.
Yeah.
And the next thing. And you know, it's cool, because like, but there's always a new objective is the point.
Right.
You know, that's what I'm trying to say. And then like with the apartment thing, or like with just life, we're like, hey, like just basically like, hey, you want to like go to the movies or something? Hey, you want to date each other? Hey, you want to like stay together forever? Like, hey, you know. And then now we're like, hey, you want to get a car together? Like, that'll be like our car, and like that's what we did. And then now we're like, oh, hey, you want to move in together? And that's what we're doing. So now we're gonna move in, and then we're like, oh, hey, now we need furniture. Oh, hey, now we need a TV. Hey, now we need food. Hey, now we need to have family over during the holidays. Hey, now we have to do this. Hey, now we have to do that. Hey, now we have to get married. Hey, you know. But it's so, like I said, it's exciting to be getting it, but it's also a little nerve-wracking to go, like, it's not just like, oh yeah, we have the apartment, accomplished. It's like, we have the apartment, now we got to put shit in it. And it's like, oh, now we have, it's gonna be like, oh, we got the couches, then now we got the TV, oh, now we got this, now we got that, now we got that, oh, now the whole thing is fully furnished, but now Serena wants a new table, so now we need to get a table. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's just always one thing after the other, and I know that because I've seen it. So I'm prepared to kind of be like, oh yeah, that's gonna be a thing.
Yeah, man, it's crazy how at a certain point, I can't really tell when that switch happens, but at a certain point, your life hits a switch where it's sort of transitioned from you being very goal heavy to very responsibility heavy.
Yeah.
Because I guess at a certain point when you hit those goals, now it's a matter of just maintaining them. Which is where the responsibility comes in.
For me, the struggle is having these responsibilities but still having other goals.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and that's, I mean, we talked about it last time. It's really hard to find that balance of, hey, I'm adulting, I gotta work, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, but I still want to do this. Or, oh, hey, I still want to buy this guitar because I want to play music. Or, hey, I want to buy this cosplay because I'm doing this. Or, hey, I want to buy new mics for the podcast because we're doing this. You know, and it's really hard to, I mean, not really hard, but it's just it's a trial to find that balance of, hey, these are my responsibilities, but this is what I want to do as well. Like, I still have these things I want to get done in my life. So that's kind of where I'm at, because right now, like, you know, and now I got this weird thing, especially with the sleep apnea stuff, where, like, you know, I got the job, we have to pay for the insurance, the car, the phone, and now we're going to have to pay for the apartment and groceries, furniture, and all that. But then I'm also like, but I still want to do the champion stuff. I still want to play music to some capacity. I'm still doing the podcast. And it's like, but I gotta figure out what the balance is with all those things. And now I have this weird sleep apnea thing, or maybe I have sleep apnea, or maybe I have a deficiency, like you said. But this weird thing has been bothering. It's always bothered me, but for a month it's been getting really bad, where I don't really sleep. I'm always tired. I fall asleep at the wheel. Like it's just kind of like halting me even more than I probably already would be, or maybe I wouldn't be halted at all if it wasn't for this thing.
Yeah.
Like I would just be like, yeah, let's go. But because I have this, if it's a deficiency, if it's a sleep apnea type of thing, or a lack of sleep thing, and my body's just not able to do, because of that, like I'm always just not fully on.
Yeah.
Like I'm always like I'm not as quick on my toes as I used to be. I sound like I'm so old. Not as quick on my toes as I used to be.
Fucking 21.
No, but like, cause I got something going on, and it's pissing me off.
I hear you, man.
But yeah, you enjoying your almonds?
I really am, dude. I'm sorry. I'm like.
No, you're good. You just like
I
snacking.
should have eaten today.
No, you're good.
I'm just dead right now. Hella brain fog.
No, I got you. No, I've been like that like forever, man.
Really?
Yeah, it's nuts, and it's it's kind of one of those. I guess it's interesting to see like yourself as an individual evolve, and kind of what I always find more interesting is why I like podcasting, why I like talking to you about it, is seeing that you're not alone in that.
Exactly.
Like that, I think that's kind of like you said, like therapeutic about this.
Yeah.
Is you always see like other people are dealing with it, so it's never like oh, this is just me.
Yeah.
Like I'm the only one going through this. I'm the only one who feels bad about this. I'm the only one who's having trouble adulting. And I know me and you we're talking about it, and I know we're gonna talk about it more. About potentially making a few more adulting conversations, or talking about stuff as you, I guess, just as you get older.
Yeah.
Like just the shit you have to do, because
Yeah.
it's weird. There's no, and we always talked about this. There's no guide to adulting. Like you went through school and you learned the Pythagorean theorem and the mitochondria is, and glucose, and what wars were fought in 1945 and all this shit, but you don't learn about like what you're gonna need to do, like basic functions.
Yeah.
Like no one never once in school did they walk me through insurance and deductibles and deposits for an apartment, and how to factor in my pay before taxes to make sure I qualify for an apartment.
Yeah.
And like no one talks to you about that shit. Like it's just kind of like you get there, and oh man, the biggest thing that just came up with me is no one talks about credit and how credit works. That's
Credit's
ridiculous.
Huge.
It's stupid the way that it works. I'm just like, that is
have this conversation, dude.
Yeah, it's so ridiculous how credit works.
I call it. You know what I call it? I call it human points.
Yeah, but the way
get
you
human
accumulate
points.
those points are so like it seems like
buy
so
shit.
dumb. Yeah, it's like, hey, buy shit to get human points so you can buy more expensive shit that you can't afford.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
like, literally that's what it is. It's so that you have enough credit to buy things that you don't have the money for. So, and I get it. There needs to be, I guess, that, but like it's just kind of nuts.
I mean, it's just a way for corporations to allow, the middle class, which is the biggest class in America, to be able to buy their shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you had a whole class of like millions of people who couldn't buy your product, your company would be a lot smaller than it is.
Yeah.
So it's a system that makes sense, but it's weird that we can't see that it's a system. Like we're so quick to talk about how like don't listen to the government, cover the camera on your laptops. They're watching you 24/7. They're monitoring your phone calls. It's a scam. But then they'll be like, my credit's 756. I'm doing good. Like, you know what I mean? Like they can't see that the blatant fucking system. Like it's such bullshit. It's such bullshit. And then they just get to a point where jobs now look at your credit score when they're hiring you.
Ew, do they?
Yeah.
Why? Why is that
it
any
shows
of their
responsibility.
business? Man, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
That's like, but then they're hitting your credit again.
What's up?
You get a hit on your credit for them to check your credit.
You get a hit on your credit by checking your credit?
To check your credit, yeah. Like, unless you're doing, like, Credit Karma or whatever. But even that's not, like, a fully accurate thing. You can pull your credit, I think, like, once a year, where you can get your full, like, in-depth credit report. But you can only do that once a year. But, like, if, like, like let's say you're applying for a loan, they're like, oh, let's check your credit. You get a hit on your credit. If you check your credit, like, any other way, besides, like, something like Credit Karma or a few of those other apps. But, again...
I got Credit Wise. Is that...
Well, even, like, Credit Wise, Credit Karma, whatever... They're advertised as free to check. You check it and it's free, but it's not fully accurate. Like that's the biggest thing with those is none of them are fully accurate unless you pull your credit. But like if anyone is looking at your credit, if you're applying for financing, if you're applying for whatever, and anyone else is pulling your credit, if they take your social security and your ID to pull your credit, you're getting a hit on your credit. At least to my understanding, you're getting a hit on your credit. I don't see how other corporations would be able to look at your credit without it not getting hit. Like, because anytime you check your credit, you run your credit, you get a hit.
Yeah.
Because it's an inquiry. So.
In fucking sane.
Yeah. So like anything where they look at your credit or they run your credit, your credit gets hit.
Dude, wow. I check my credit all the time, but I think it's through a free app.
If it's through the app, it's fine. It's just not fully accurate. That's just the thing.
Which would be like a few points off, right?
Yeah, because like I always used to check my credit, and they're like, "Oh, your credit is good," and then I got the full credit, and it's like, "Oh, your credit is bad."
What?
Yeah, because I was when I turned.
You told me.
Yeah, when I turned 18, I had to go to the emergency room for my asthma, and my parents signed me in and everything, and I had like literally the same month that I had turned 18. Mm-hmm. So every other time we did this, they billed my parents, and my dad just assumed that he paid for it. But what happened was because I was 18, they never billed them, they billed me, but I never got it because I was never looking for a bill because I didn't even realize it. So then my credit score took a hit because I owed like $2 something to the emergency room.
So it was all they put it under your credit card?
No, they just like put it on me. Like, so I took a hit on my credit.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So like my credit score went down because I had it, and then I didn't pay it because I didn't know about it. So like a year later, they called me and they went, "Hey, bro, you've had this and it's been lowering your credit score." And I'm like, "Dude,
fuck."
Yeah. So, but before that, I was never really running my credit for anything, so it was never a thing that I needed. But then like now when I got a car, or like when we're getting the phones and stuff, it hit me.
Yeah.
Like, so I was like, shit. So Serena, I don't know why, but she has good credit. I don't know what she did to get good credit. She just woke up.
Shit.
Yeah, she just woke up and has good credit. She was even on top of her credit before she even needed credit. And I was like, God damn.
It's really easy to get good credit. My fucking credit's amazing, dude.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's easy to rebuild it, dude.
It is. It's just time consuming. Like you need like I think it's like you need like 6 months to really like if your credit is bad, you need like 6 months to bring it up.
It's not bad at all. 6 months.
Yeah, but that's like a long time if you're like, oh, I need a car, or like I'm trying to do something right now. You know what I mean? Or like, oh, I need a phone right now. So yeah, so I think I'm getting like a secured credit card or something where I can just build up credit.
Dude, I knew a girl.
What's up?
She worked at BJ's.
All right.
My age, 21.
All right.
Well, a year older than me, 21.
All right. I'm kidding.
She like was miserable, dude. Hold on, let me finish chewing. She was miserable, and she would always talk about how she first off was really a hippie chick, right? Just really this free spirit, and she would always talk about how her ultimate goal was just to break free from like the system or society, as she puts it, and just live in a forest somewhere. You know what I mean? That was her analogy, but just be free, not...
You need a stupid goal? I'm kidding. Go ahead.
Just be free. And then I was kind of asking her about, like, picking her brain, like, so, I mean, fuck, like, why? I mean, well, it's not that bad as long as you're on top of your shit. Society, the system isn't that bad that we're in. And she, I don't know how, but the conversation got towards credit. And then she told me that when she was 18, she got a credit card. Her mother gave her a credit card, and she just wasn't mature. She was never taught how to operate a credit card, how it works, how important it is for the long run. And she ended up, at this point now, she garnered up over $10,000 in debt. And so she works at places like BJ's now.
What did she do?
She just said she bought clothes and dumb shit. Just never...
$10,000? Oh, well, it had to be over $10,000.
Does not add up, though, right?
Yeah, well, I guess...
more than fucking clothes.
It could have been less if she had an interest rate. I don't know how it works, but I guess it wasn't a secured card. That's crazy. Mm-hmm. That's ridiculous. Mm-hmm. I couldn't imagine doing that. Like, do people not realize that because when that happens to a lot of people, they get handed a credit card, especially when they're young, and they go, ooh, free money. Do they not realize that comes from somewhere? Like,
yeah.
That, like, oh, God.
You always got to be able to pay it off, dude.
Yeah.
But it's the easy, if you have bad credit, aside from situations like yours where you just couldn't help it.
Yeah.
If you have bad fucking credit, you are an impulsive maniac. It is so easy to get good credit. Have you ever owed somebody some money?
Yeah.
You pay them back.
Yeah.
But by paying them back in the credit system, you can go buy a yacht 10 years later. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you just reward yourself by being responsible, slightly responsible.
Oh, yeah.
And don't swipe the credit card if you know you don't have the funds either with you or incoming, or you don't need it to pay it off.
Yeah, if you're at the store and you're reaching for the credit card, look at what's in your basket and decide if you're like, do I need this, or is this like a luxury?
Yeah.
You know?
When you called me, I was going to Kohl's. Well, I was walking out of the gym going to Kohl's. And I was about to buy some fucking jeans. And I was like, do I need these jeans? What am I getting jeans for? And I was there for a while, tried them on and everything. They were nice. I said, I don't need these fucking jeans.
Because jeans are expensive as shit.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are. How much do you pay for your jeans?
Oh, you know what? You know how shirts, like a large shirt in San Antonio is more, or a medium shirt is more expensive than like a large?
Yeah.
Or like a 4XL?
Yeah.
Because like there's a larger market for that size.
See, I don't know. I think it's because the brand I have to get. Like,
what do you get?
I get Levi's. And Levi's are a name brand. So like, I'm sure if like I went to like Old Navy and got jeans, I'd probably be fine. But it's just like, Levi's are the only ones that will fit me well because I'm big. So like, they're the only ones that are comfortable on me. Everything else will like ride up or screw with me. But I don't know how much do you pay for jeans? Like 25. 2 pairs of jeans.
50.
50? What? I bought 2 pairs of jeans the other day. Guess how much I spent?
Over 100, I'm guessing.
Yes, over $100.
Come on,
I spent $110 on jeans. Well, because they're the only jeans that like fit me or that that don't give me
I just go to Hollister and get my shit.
Any issues. I those are the only ones that because like I used to like go to like I guess like Kohl's, right, just get like the regular jeans or not like Levi's jeans. Levi's are the only ones that I buy where I'm like, oh, these are good.
Yeah.
And they last me forever.
Yeah.
So the only reason I had to buy jeans is because I had a few good pairs of jeans and they got just worn out over forever. And I had one really good pair of Levi's and they ripped.
Yeah.
Because I sat on something and they ripped like on my crotch.
What the fuck?
So like I sat on my little you haven't been in my room forever, but I have like a futon. So I sat on my futon while I was putting on my shoes one day for work, and I don't remember what was on the thing. I sat on like a pin or something, and it like sliced like right there. And I was like,
You just feel your heart sink when you rip a nice pair of jeans, dude. You know me, man. I'm notorious for ripping jeans, bro.
And I bought the new pairs of jeans, but they don't feel like that one good pair.
You know, been broken in. You're like probably 5 years deep with them jeans.
Yeah,
or some shit.
They feel so good.
Now like a man in his jeans.
Yeah.
In his Levi's, kicking up in the Chevy with a couple of cold ones.
My Ford. Yeah, my car is a Ford.
It's a Ford?
Yeah, it's Ford. It's a nice ass Ford. I'll take it for a ride here in a second.
I got a Chevy. I can't get in that car.
Dang.
I'll burst into flames, dude. It's blasphemous.
All right, man. Well, I think we're at about time. So we'll go ahead and wrap up this episode of Break Time. But guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very much, especially for dealing with our little midway point where we kind of, lost our mojo for a minute. Because we're just like, what do we talk about? It's just we're tired. Adulting is taking over. Yeah. We'll be back next week with more energy, more vigor,
big time.
A lot bigger boners.
Yeah.
Well, Eman, is there anything you want to tell our valued listeners before we close out this episode of Break Time?
Should I disclose this information about the other thing?
Huh? I would wait.
Wait? Okay.
I would wait so that we get it set in stone. I don't even know if you've talked to him yet. Have you even talked to him about it?
I have not, man.
So maybe we shouldn't.
But I know he's going to say yes, though.
We'll talk about it and make it more of an announcement or whatever.
We got some things coming. All 2 of you.
All 2 of you. Yeah, you hear that, Johan?
we lost
Johan,
dude. We even lost Johan.
Oh, God.
This is sad.
We're going to be more at a consistent schedule. We'll be good. Yes, we will. We will. Hey, do you want these to come out? Because I was thinking about it. If we're going to aim them more towards like, I mean, not aim them more towards, but if we're going to be talking about more like real life shit, like Break Time, like the name would be, do you want these to come out like on a Monday instead?
Yeah, it don't matter to me, man.
I mean, I think a Monday is good because like you start the
Anything except for the weekends.
Yeah, well, because right now we'd let them out on Friday.
Yeah, let's do earlier in the week.
Like Monday?
Yeah, preferably.
Monday, that'd be fine.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, because Monday, because at the very least we can film on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I can just release them Monday. No, we'd have to film like Saturday or something. We have to figure it out.
Saturday.
We'd have to figure it out because sometimes they take forever to upload.
Okay.
Especially this last one. This one's probably gonna take forever to upload too, but I think I worked it out, so it should be fine. Anyway, guys, but thank you again very much for tuning into this episode of Break Time. Was there anything else you had to say, Eman?
Love you guys. Be safe out there. We'll get more consistent and be more upbeat next episode. I guarantee it.
All right, guys. Well, again, thank you very much. Don't forget to check us out on all our social media platforms that we might start posting on again. And he was talking about our downfall. Hey, no, it's the redemption story.
Is this the downfall?
We're coming back.
Of break time?
The downfall of break time.
It's supposed to be the downfall. Like a turning point. We're gonna be like one of those, like, you know, the Watch Mojo videos, like the top 10 like career bust or like company fails. This is gonna be that good.
Their video is gonna open up. There are a lot of personalities that make it big, but then some that don't quite make the cut. Today on Watch Mojo, we're gonna take a look at 10 YouTube channels that lost their fame.
Right, and there's gonna be a clip of us. Hey, welcome to Break Time.
Number 10, Break Time.
That's us, dude.
Started in the southern United States, Break Time was a local podcast started by
seriously, right?
Eman Augustus and Alex Chavez. Well, it had a good, faithful listener base. Things quickly de-escalated after about their 20th episode, and then it just shows the clip. Oh no! It shows like the clip from next week where I'm on drugs. I'm like, nah, fuck it, throwing shit over. Yeah,
that's what's happening.
And at the end of our part, well, I guess you could say this show just needed a break. Number 9. I'm
dude.
Hey, I'm gonna be a writer for Watch Mojo.
I know, you really should.
But alrighty, guys. Again, thank you very much for tuning into this episode of Break Time, and we'll catch you next time.